that's the educational part of this video. They got up so early. Isn't that cool? But thankfully, I have help. Here she is. Here is how I set up my shelves. I actually just realized that I never did a video explaining how I made my shelves here for my Pez dispensers. What I had before was just I tied some string around the necks of the Pez dispensers and I just tacked them up on the wall. It looked kind of messy, like it was thrown up there. They were all random and different angles and stuff. I kind of like the look of it, but I like this better. I saw this picture online and it was like supposed to be for a designer or something, and I was enthralled by this picture. It just happened to be Pez dispensers. And I was inspired by that. I was like, well, I have to do that in my classroom. So I built these shelves last summer. All these shelves are only being hung up by a few nails each. Man, I forgot how long it takes to put all these up. Long time. Well, I think that this is all I'm going to be doing today. I'm gonna hopefully try and finish all these before I leave. I'm just here for the morning, and then I'll come back tomorrow and do some of the other stuff. Oh, by the way, hi, I'm Mr. Riedl. In my previous video, I told you that I got a new job, and this is my new classroom, and I am setting up my classroom, and I'm a bit of a unique teacher. I collect Pez dispensers, and I've been collecting them since I was in 7th grade, and now I have over 1,000, which a lot of them came from my students the past several years. They've given me Pez dispensers because they want to see my collection grow. I've had them displayed over the years in my previous classrooms. Even in my first classroom, which was a long-term subbing job, I had them all lined up on the top of a bookshelf. And it was really funny because one day I was talking about them and I accidentally touched one and it was like a domino all the way down and it destroyed all of them. And that was probably one of the most memorable moments with my 8th graders that year. So I hope that doesn't happen this year. This little row up here, that is my explanation row. In fact, why don't I explain it to you? When I tell my students about my Pez dispensers, this is kind of like my educational row here. Over here I have bride and groom Pez dispensers that I had on my wedding cake when I got married to Jen. These 3 dispensers are regular dispensers without a character head on the top. Fun fact, when Pez was first created, the marketing team wanted to target smokers. It wasn't originally candy. Originally it was a mint, and that's what Pez stands for. P-E-Z are letters in Pfefferminz, which is a German, I think it's a German word for mint, or peppermint. Here's the original design. They originally wanted it to look like a cigarette lighter, so that you could keep it with your cigarette lighter, so that when you'd smoke, then after you're done with your smoke, you'd have this, and you'd dispense mints, so that you could put them in your mouth for a breath mint to get rid of the smoky smell or something. But that didn't catch on. It didn't sell very well, I guess, and they decided to do character heads instead and market them to children and for people who love candy. And the rest is history. Pez has been around for over 50 years, and then I started collecting when I was in 7th grade. This is one of my first dispensers, Spider-Man. I have eaten a lot of Pez out of this guy right here. Here's an updated Spider-Man. I also collect varieties of stem colors. Here's the Goofy Pez dispenser that was in my stop motion video when I was in college that I made. Over here, This shows the differences in styles with heads. This is a hippopotamus, and then this is a crystal head hippopotamus. And then this one I ordered on the website, and it is actually a defect. It came without the top of its head, and I value that because it's very unique and rare. I look at very specific variations, like this lamb and this lamb are pretty much identical except for the little pupil of the eyeball. This one does not have a pupil and this one does. This is another defect. This was my first dispenser that I ever bought, which is Bugs Bunny. Older dispensers that I've collected over the years. This is Nemo. My nickname in college was Nemo, so I have that up here. I made my own dispenser in college. This is a Tweety Bird dispenser that I stuck my face on and I used as my directory photo in college, which was a lot of fun. I put this up here to show my students that you can actually have a body. I think they're just called body parts, so you can add them on. It just clips on to a regular dispenser around it, and then it looks like a little body. I'm a big Cleveland Indians fan, and also this one just broke, so I just put it up here so that my students can see what's on the inside of a dispenser, see the spring. So anyway, that's the educational part of this video. The rest of this video I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do to set up my classroom. And so it's not just about Pez dispensers and stuff like that. I'm also going to show you how I'm going to rearrange furniture and my desks and my tables and my bookshelves and anyway. So I really like how this little corner turned out. I think it turned out really cute and cozy. I was thinking that if I put the rug underneath the bookshelves, then if students get something stuck underneath the rug here, then it would be hard to lift it up, like right here. It's underneath the bookshelf here. But I did not put it underneath the bookshelves over here because this way I can, if something gets stuck under the rug, I can just lift it up. So I can access underneath the rug if I need to. And if I need to move the rug at all, then I just move that one bookshelf. I don't have to move both of them. And it's also nice because that bookshelf helps keep it in place so the rug doesn't slide around anywhere. This is what I had last year in 5th grade: staplers, tape, scissors, and you just pull them out and access them enough for the class. I had, school supplies here, glue sticks, Post-its, dry erase markers, but I think I might change that. I'm not sure. Rulers will not go here. Rulers, I like this little spot. I got one of these magazine racks, and I just stick the rulers in like that. So that's pretty handy, like that. This will probably be where students turn in their papers, but I haven't worked all that out yet. This is an iPad charger that is given to all the teachers in the building. We're going to be one-to-one iPads this year, which is brand new for the school, and one of the reasons they hired me is because I'm pretty tech savvy, so I'm looking forward to implementing those. All right, I'm here for day 3 of setting up the classroom, and I got some helpers with me. Say hi, guys. Hi. So my 2 oldest kids are here with me, and they got up so early because they wanted to come with Daddy to help in the classroom. But they're not really gonna help much. They're gonna play Minecraft. But first, before we do anything, Nolan, you said that you wanted me to set up this plane, right? Okay, so they wanted to see the plane set up, which is something that I've shown all my students in the past when we do the simple machines unit. And let's set it up now. it's spinning. And then you go like this. And it goes around. Isn't that cool? Yeah. It's winding up. Ah! Yeah. So are you guys gonna help me? Or are you gonna play Minecraft?
Daddy, is the school ball?
I think it's the schools. Nice catch. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5,
5,
6, 7.
Oops.
Oh my god.
I cleared off these tables and I reorganized them and I sorted them based on their category. I'm going to eventually move all that stuff. Since it's organized now, I'm going to just need to put them into some type of storage container and then either put them back in here or back along here. As you can see, I put up some string lights in the back, and I really love this design. Here's a picture of a restaurant where I saw this design, and I'm not done with it yet. It's a crisscross design. It's a little hard to see because the string is clear, so I'm gonna buy another strand, and then you'll see the final product later. I got this table from my parents. It's their old dining room table. So this will be my projector document camera table. My dining room table over here is going to be an alternate place for students to work or for me to work. I decided to group the student tables instead of having rows. I got a little bit of additional training on how to teach ELL students or English learners. They talked about how important student groups are. You're supposed to call them teams, not just groups, because teams, you know, it talks about collaboration and teamwork and you all succeed together. And so I am used to table groups, so I like this and I'm all set with how I'm going to manage it as a classroom. And the only thing I'm not used to is the fact that it's not flexible seating. You know, I'm used to yoga balls and I'm used to standing tables and wobble stools and stuff like that. Okay, can you go over there, please? Well, it is the last day that I have to set up the classroom, and I have limited time, but thankfully I have help. Here she is. My wife Jen doesn't get on my YouTube channel very often, but say hi to everybody. Okay, now let's get to work.
You have lunch at 10:47?
Is it really that early?
Oh my gosh.
You're probably thinking, why did I marry that guy? All right, everybody, this is it. Well, for the most part. I have a few hours before the first day next week where I can come in and do a little bit extra, but for the time that I've allowed myself to work on classroom setup, this is about it. It's not perfect. I'm going to continue working on it through the rest of the school year, but this is as much as I've gotten done so far. I'm pretty happy with it, and so I'll just give you a little tour of the whole space and tell you what I need to wrap up a little bit before the first day of school, but most of it is ready to go. So I'm really happy with how this corner turned out with the little rug and the school supplies and the artwork. My dad actually did that painting. I did those two paintings. That is a photograph from a family friend, and my son Nolan, he did that painting in kindergarten. So this is really cozy, meaningful area for me. I still need to put all the supplies in their appropriate spot, but for the most part, this is ready to go. These posters will probably be rearranged, but this is where the school-wide expectations are and the lunch schedules and the bell schedules for all the periods. Here and here, I haven't finished my rules posters. I've determined my rules, so I just need to make the posters. I'll probably do that at home, but those posters will go there. The rules and consequences maybe in a little bit there. Time timer got up. There's a nice wall mount for the time timer max. So that is solid up there. It's nice and sturdy. It's pretty heavy, and so I wanted that to stay in one spot. But you are able to take it off and set it on the table if you need to, but I think I'm just going to keep it there. It's nice and big, so you could see it from all the way across the room. I need to... Bless you. It's okay. I need an extension cord for these lamps. I want to keep my lava lamp out of the way, which is why it's up there. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that little white lamp up there or not, or bring it back down here, but I was thinking it might be a nice little lamp to illuminate the Pez, so I haven't decided on that yet. All this stuff that goes in the desk has not been put away yet. That shouldn't take me too long. It's already all pretty organized. It just needs to find a spot. And the pictures of my family, I just need to put those up on the wall right here. I think I might keep this round table for now. It's not really in the way. Since I moved these tables into groups, they are back a little bit, there was room for this round table, so I think I might just keep it as a conference table or something, and this will get organized more later. I just haven't set up all the cords yet. So I'll do that the day before. Shouldn't take too long because I know exactly where the cords are going and where they need to be. I don't think I'm going to have both monitors here. I think I'm just going to have one with my laptop. So it's just like my previous classroom where I just had my laptop and then the one monitor, so it's an extended screen. So I haven't figured out which one I'm going to keep. My old bookshelfy carousel, I need to change that because it's not going to be bookshelfies anymore. It's going to be science memes. So Jen put these up for me. I am going to fill all of these with a different science meme. For example, what kind of fish is made of only 2 sodium atoms? Tuna. Ha ha ha. 2 sodium. Tuna. Oh, Jen liked this one. Cats are liquids. Liquids, they take the shape of the container while maintaining a constant volume. That's it, so cats are liquid. It's been scientifically proven that those who have more birthdays live longer. So I'll fill that up with memes. That will be future community circles bulletin board. I'll fill that up later. These were books, textbooks and encyclopedias that were left here from before. I thought it looks kind of cute, so I just left them there. I probably won't use them much, but it fills up the space. I got all my posters, space posters, earth posters, animals posters. And this is definitely something that I'm really glad that I did, is I held on to these posters for years and years because I wasn't sure if I was ever going to use these. I got a chance to get some free posters like 9 years ago when I did student teaching in my first year or two, and I held on to them and it paid off because now I get to teach science. So I put up all my science posters. This area here will be student work, so I will display student work on this big bulletin board here. Senior Pez, as you saw earlier. All my boxed Pez dispensers up here, you saw that earlier, and giant Pez. These posters I really like, C.S. Lewis quote. I love baseball, so this poster talking about focus. I love this one too. These are actually two different posters, but they go together. I just found this poster of the iceberg, which I think is just so cool. And then I saw this iceberg illusion where success is like an iceberg, and this is what people see on the top. But below the surface of the water, there's a whole lot more that you don't see, like persisting and failing and sacrifice and disappointment and all that hardship that goes with success. So what people don't see is all that and the dedication, hard work, and discipline that made that person successful, which is what people do see. This is just a funny poster that I got from one of my former schools that I just thought was hilarious and random. A dude ripping a slab of meat. I love that I finally get to put up my Bill Nye poster and this cool periodic table of elements created by Basher. These are cute little icons that go with each of the elements. Anyway, I don't think I spent a cent on any of these posters just because I've collected them over the years from various locations. So that was just an awesome opportunity for me to get a poster here, poster there, and hold on to them and not get rid of them. And now I get to put them all up, so. This is going to be my word wall. I haven't made a title for it, but this chalkboard is actually magnetic. As you can see, the magnets here. And I'm going to use my word wall here since it's magnetic. I got some magnets that I can put on the backs of vocabulary words. This is my assignment wall. And I'm going to put my calendar here, like in my previous classroom. Information about assignments and missing work and stuff. What else? I guess that's it. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. Still got a lot of junk on the tables, but I'll deal with that before the first day of school eventually. And then I'll eventually fill the spaces that are empty with something, just because I'm the kind of guy who loves to have every inch covered with something, as you can tell by the Pez dispensers. It really fills the space. I love color. I love it to be vibrant and exciting. I just don't know how teachers can teach in places where the walls are just blank and nothing is up, because I'm here for most of my day. I want to be enjoying the space that I work in and enjoying and feeling passionate about what's on the walls, and setting up my classroom is something that I really enjoy and have a lot of fun with. So I hope the students appreciate it. I hope they love it. I hope they can see something that they enjoy and like looking at. So it will hopefully inspire them to love science. I'm going to refer to each of these posters throughout the year and hopefully connect it to the curriculum and get their eyes wandering and fascinated with something that has to do with the awesome world around them. So, all right, this is my classroom. Thanks for joining me. Senor Pez says goodbye too.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a good school year.
All right, well, he took the words right out of my mouth. Have a good one, guys.